Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I am going to explain you the data migration for general ledger accounts in SAP S/4HANA using Fiori. Let's jump right into it. We will click here in the search bar and type in migrate your data migration cockpit. Now here in the start screen, we will click on create and we have two options. Either we create a new migration project to migrate data directly from another SAP system, or we can migrate data using staging tables. We will now do the latter one. So I will click on this one. We are now forwarded here to a guided procedure. So first of all, we need to give the new migration project a name. So let's say GL account 1. Then you can see here the system provided a mass transfer ID automatically. So this is done automatically and is used for the jobs later on. Then we have here the database connection. So either we can use the local SAP S/4HANA database schema, or we can even use a remote database schema. So if we select the latter one, then we would need here to connect the remote database schema to our migration project. For now, we will say local SAP S/4HANA schema. Let's scroll down a bit. You can see step 2. Click on this one. And then we must assign a development package. So either a local package or another one. I will take local for now. Otherwise, you would need to create such a development package via, for instance, transaction code SE80. Click on step 3. And now it's time to actually select our migration object. You can see there are lots of migration objects over here. So we can either use the scroll button to search for our migration object, or we can simply start typing GL like that. Hit on go. And here you can already see this is the migration object we are interested in. You can see there's also another one where we could actually expand our GL account by new org levels, so by new company code data. You can see there is another column called predecessor. For the GL account, we don't have any predecessors, so we can simply start migrating. However, here for the extending of an already existing record, for sure we have a predecessor. We can click on this one and then see that the predecessor obviously would be the former one, so the FIGL account migration object. Please be aware that there is a documentation. I would always advise you to check this documentation, so click on this one, which will forward you to the SAP help portal, where you have lots of information regarding this migration object. So the purpose, also what's in scope and what's out of scope, the supported features, and also mapping instructions. Let's go back. We will select this one and then we will click here on this arrow so it moves to the selected migration objects. So far so good. Let's now scroll down, click on review. There we can see all the 3 steps that we processed. We could even click on edit to edit them again, but for now we will click on create project. And you can see the system created the project successfully. Now let's navigate into this project, and over here you can see the overview screen. So right now you can see our migration object is marked as not ready for processing. So we can always click here on the monitor button to see the status of our job. Right now the system is preparing this migration object and project still. We can click on go to refresh a couple of times. Then you can see the system starts the next job. We will hit on go a couple of times again. And that's it. Now we can go back and we can start here by clicking on download template. We can either download an XML file or a CSV file. For now I will say XML over here, because as you can see it says here files. This means that in the case of this one over here, the system will create multiple download files. But I want all in one, so I will select download XML file. Now the file is downloaded. Now the easiest way to open this file is that you drag and drop it to a plain new Excel file. So I opened this Excel file over here. Now I will drag and drop the XML file from my downloads. And you can see this worked perfectly fine. We are now here in the migration template. So first of all, you can see an introduction where we have an overview. This is general information and you will see the same one for each and every migration templates, where you can check, for instance, the sizing of the file. Then we have the field list. So here we can see all of the fields that will also be displayed in the other Excel sheets over here. And we can also see whether those fields are mandatory or not. So whether we must fill them or whether they are optional. Okay, then let's click on the next one. Here we must fill now the general data for our GL account. So we provide over here our chart of accounts, YCOA in my example, then the GL account number. And please be aware that there are leading zeros over here. We have the GL account type. So we will say X for a normal balance sheet account. And by the way, you can see some rows are hidden over here. We can actually unhide them and then we can see even more information. And if we expand this row, then you can see a description for each and every of those columns. So here you can see we can fill it with X and P and so on. Furthermore, you can also see that some of those fields are marked with an asterisk. So those are actually the mandatory ones. Let's go further to the right and we will fill at least here the GL account group. And that's basically it. for this sheet. Now let's go to the next one. We could include some controlling information, but as we are migrating just a balance sheet account, this is unnecessary. We can go to the company code data and now provide the company code details. As you can see, it again starts with the chart of accounts and GL account. So we will copy the data here from the general tab, this one over here, paste it over here, include our company code, and that's basically it. You can see here the other fields are optional so far. We go to the account names section. There again, we provide our chart of accounts and GL account, then the language key, and then a short text as well as a long text. Then we can click on those 3 dots over here. And you can see we can also fill now the account keywords. However, this is also not mandatory. So you can see the real mandatory sheets are highlighted here in orange. So this is fine. We will now hit on save. And now it's time to go back to our migration project. Now the next step is to actually upload the file. We click here on upload. Then we click on upload again, or we could also drag and drop. And you can see the file has been uploaded. So far so good. Let's now go back. You can see here that we can't proceed with the next step, but this is only because there is a running activity still. We can check this also in the monitoring. Now it's already completed over here, so now we can proceed to the next step. We will click here on prepare. So this means that now the staging tables are being prepared. This button over here, consistency check, we only need to select in case that we did not use the native SAP S/4HANA staging tables, but we used, for instance, an external database. So for now, this is fine. We will click on prepare staging tables. Now this is done and we can proceed to the mapping task. Let's click on this one. Here we must confirm the value mapping. So we can either mark all of them and click on confirm, or we could also navigate into them individually and then check if the mapping here is correct. For instance, in this case, you can see that there are actually 4 zeros before our GL account number. So I would need to confirm those mappings, or I could also choose here another target value. To fast forward, I will now go back, select all of them, click on confirm and OK. Now we can click here on refresh display and you can see all of the mapping values were confirmed. Now let's go back. And last but not least, we can now hit here on simulate to simulate the data migration. Here we can choose between all instances to be simulated so that each and every row is checked in our Excel file. We could say random 500 values or random 10% of the total number, or even a custom selection. As we have only one row, I will now hit on all instances and start simulation. Now let's go to the monitoring tab. It's running as of now. I will fast forward a bit and we can see the simulation was now completed with errors. Now we can click here on show messages. We can see that there are 5 error messages, so click on this one. And here we can see we need to make an entry in the field status group. So this means that we must now correct our template. Let's go back into the template. And here we go to the company code data. Let's scroll to the right up until we can see field status group. Let's now fill this field status group and then save the template. Now back in our migration project, we will go back here. Then we will say over here, set status to errors resolved. For informational purposes, let's go back. And now we will click here on the arrow and we will upload a new file again. So let's delete this file over here, click on OK and upload a new one. Now let's wait a bit. Click here on monitoring and you can see there's actually a new failed status called transfer data to staging tables. So the transfer of data to staging tables failed. Let's click on show messages and here you can see we cannot insert our GL account into the staging table because the instance of the staging table already exists. This is because what we need to do is the following. We need to go back and again here we say set status to resolved. Let's go back again and here you can also now see the error message, and this is because over here those staging tables were filled still with the old data. So what we need to do is we need to mark them and then click here on delete all records. Delete the records. Now you can see the rows are 0 and now we are actually able to upload a new file. So delete the one which failed, click on upload and upload your data. Let's check the monitoring now. We can see now it worked. So let's go back and back again. And here in the migration project, we can now click on prepare again, prepare staging tables. Let's check the monitoring. This is fine. The preparation is done. Let's go back. Let's check the mapping task again. You can see all of them are still confirmed. The only new one is the field status group. Let's hit on this one, then confirm it, and that's fine. Let's go back and back again. We can now click on simulate all instances and start simulation. Let's go to the monitoring and we can see the simulation was completed successfully. Now we can go back and actually migrate the data. So click on migrate, all instances, start migration. We will receive here a warning message because this cannot be undone. but we are sure, so we click on OK. Now let's click on monitoring again, and we can see the migration was completed successfully. Let's go back one more time, and over here we can see there's a 1. We can click on this one to view the migration object instances. We can now select the row, and here we can check the migrated data. Also, I would always recommend you to copy this GL account number and then go to the related application, so manage GL account master data, then insert the chart of accounts and the GL account, hit on go, and here you can see the account we created, and we can navigate into this account to make sure it is created as expected. Okay, this marks the end of the video. It took a lot of effort, so I would really appreciate if you subscribe to the channel and activate the bell. Also make sure to subscribe to my Patreon, where we have a community chat and where I post lots of informative documents about SAP. The link is in the bio of my channel. Thanks a lot and see you next time.